everybody, welcome back to the channel. Going to talk about A&M and our roof and all that. So it's kind of funny, the property management company, they didn't like an email that I sent them that basically was like, I guess the owners don't care about the property. I mean, you didn't bring us buckets, you didn't bring us towels or anything. You didn't even stop by to see how the water leaks were doing here. That's what led me to write an email saying, I guess the owners don't care about the property. Property management doesn't care about the property. No one cares about the property. So I, as a tenant, am done. I'm totally checked out. I don't care about your property. It can flood. It can burn down. It can whatever it's going to do. I'm not going to tell you anything because I am done. I'm checked out. And they came back with like, oh, so sorry you feel that way, but the owners do care about the property. But also one thing property management said was like, address your emails to us, not the owners, because I include the owners. That means the owners don't care. They don't want to be bothered. Well, we've already told this person at Griffis Blessing, Carrie Joe Nelson, that we are not going to deal with Griffis Blessing because they don't communicate very well. So they said this week, let's see, what is this? This would be the week of the May 12th to the 16th, that the roofers would be here and they would take care of the roof and start replacing the roof. My drone footage showed supplies up on the roof, and they have delivered some barrels of stuff. I don't know if that's tar. I don't know what that is, what type of chemical, but there are barrels now delivered out back. So that is here this week. I forget when they did that, like maybe on Tuesday, let's say. Well, today is the 15th, which is a Thursday, and this is what the property management company says. Good morning, all. At the risk of being proven wrong one more time, because she knows I'm going to make a video, I have just been notified that the roofers are supposed to be on site today and tomorrow to start the roof project. So they should be here on site today, which I have not seen them here, although I did come in a little bit late, but still, they're not here since I've been here for the last couple hours. So they haven't started today on the 15th, which they should have. No, her email was at 8 in the morning of the 15th, today of this video. So it says, unfortunately, they have not provided any details on how the work will progress or where they are starting. So are we going to have to move cars? Can we not park in certain spots? What's going on? I don't want my car damaged. That's going to be a whole nother hassle. I have a feeling they won't get too far because of the wind today. I just walked to the post office. What wind? But it kind of seems like setting up an excuse when she's not even up here. She's down in Springs, I do believe. Yeah, they work down in Colorado Springs, downtown off of Cascade Avenue. So I don't know if she understands the weather. Seemed normal, sunny, nice weather, and I'll show you that here in a minute. We'll take a walk outside. Having said that, please be aware of the contractors moving around the center. Haven't seen anyone yet. She says, should I get any details, I will pass them along. See, this is lack of communication. I mean, you send the day of, but you're saying that they're not communicating with you, which might be true. So why are we using this roofing company is what I would ask the owners. Why are you picking this roofing company? Are you picking based on lowest bidder or quality of work? I got to think you're picking based on lowest bidder, which, well, we know how that is because this company seems to keep putting it off. Now, maybe there's more in the background that I don't know, like the owner's not paying money to this company, and this company's like, well, until you pay us X amount, we're not going to start work or whatever. There could be something that's really not this company. So I don't know who's at fault. All I can do as a tenant is be like, look, property management company, you're not really communicating with us. I'm done letting you know if there's leaks or any issues. Other than they finish it and you need to replace ceiling tiles immediately. This ain't a thing that takes months and months. You come in and you literally replace ceiling tiles. You've caused us a lot of grief. You caused property damage of ours due to your roof, and you still haven't given us our triple net insurance that we pay for out of the triple net. We, as tenants here, pay the triple net, thus it's really our insurance. But you haven't given us that. So it makes me think that the owners of the property do not really have insurance on the property on our behalf of the tenants that pay into the triple net. So, there's that. I think they're probably just money grabbing, they're taking in all that extra money claiming insurance, and there's no insurance. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've asked numerous times for the policy so Aaron and I can decide on whether to make a claim against our insurance or not. Now, if we go to our space insurance that we pay for, they've already said they would go after the triple net because the roof is the responsibility of the owners. So there is that. I don't get what the big deal is. I don't understand why we can't communicate better than the day of. At 8:09 a.m. in the morning, it's, hey, they're going to be out there, by the way. Did they really not tell you yesterday? Where you would have been like, hey, guys, they might be out there, so you might hear walking around. The day I really want to know is, when are they starting the work that's going to be loud? Because it's going to be loud. They're going to be stomping around. It's going to be like, yeah, let's just close shop today because we're not going to be able to get anything done. You're not going to be able to think. You don't really want customers in here. It's going to be a mess, right? It's like, have you ever been in your house at home when they're replacing the roof? It's like, yeah, I think I'll leave for a few hours and I'll come back and check on the progress here because it's just annoying. It's annoying. You can't work at home on a day like that. Also, this being a commercial space versus residential, where, okay, residential, they expect maybe you to go off to work, most people, during the day. So you come home, the roof is done, you didn't hear any of the noise. Here, people are here typically, Monday through Saturday. Some shops are open Sunday. But wouldn't Sunday, when you have minimal traffic, minimal customers, the day you'd want to actually do the work? I don't know. It's a Thursday. Are they going to come out by the rest of today? It's 1:20 right now, so probably not. So are they going to come out tomorrow, Friday, the 16th? I don't know. I'm going to guess they're not going to make it once again. Probably some excuse, what have you. It's been like this since we've moved in. Hey, they're going to do the roof in like 6 months, and then nothing ever happened. And then our leaks have gotten worse and worse. And of course, once they open up the roof, they're going to find wood that's rotted. They're going to find, insulation from the inside, which is totally unacceptable if they do not fix the insulation. I don't know. I think at that point, once we move out, we're going to just have to report the shopping center to OSHA because no one, tenant or otherwise, should be in here breathing the air which might have mold. Now, they could do a mold test and satisfy me as a tenant. I called one place. They said $500 for the complete thing to do whole air quality thing of the space to see if there's any mold, fungus, whatever. For $500, maybe the property owners need to do that. I mean, our space is probably one of the worst ones, so maybe start here. If ours fails, then you start checking. And if it's only ours, then fine. You have to go in, remove that insulation, which, will probably have to be, closed for a little bit of time, or try to figure out what we can do to move stuff around and work around that. And, you end up giving us a month free or whatever of rent because of the hassle. But overall, it's making your space better for the next person if it's not for us. And that's advertised to the next people when you're looking at tenants like, hey, roof was just done, insulation in the ceilings were all fresh, there's no issues, and you'll be good to go for many, many years of being a tenant here. It's a selling feature of running the space, and you have to sell me the ability to have the space so I can use it to sell product and goods, services and goods, to make money, because that's why we're here. Otherwise, why am I here? Anyways, that's the update on the whole leaking roof thing. It's just, we don't know. Every day I look, I'm like, maybe it will be a torrential downpour. It's going to be like rain in there, because now we don't have ceiling tiles in a lot of areas. So now it's just going to drip right on through. So they need to get that done right away. And you would think they would start on our side, being that our side is the worst. And I would gather, you would start on building sections, and it will take, I would think it would take a few weeks to do this, assuming on weather and this and that. But it's nice outside. Let's go take a look. Just a normal day in Monument, Colorado. A light breeze, not windy at all. So, I don't know what they're talking about. Windy. Not windy. So, as of May 15th, not windy. So, like I said, I document this. Should it go to court?